Well, our clear skies of late allow us to see a lot of different things. Over the weekend, we had 4 nights in a row of northern lights. Tonight, beautiful red and orange sunrises and sunsets. An orange moon we looked at, and now you're looking at in the eastern sky. You can see a bright star, or what looks like a star. That's actually Jupiter out there, and you can faintly see the little dots. Let me make it full screen so you can see it too on your television at home. Those would be some of the moons, the many moons of Jupiter. Again, in the eastern sky tonight from our view, from our South Fargo location. So there's a moon, there's some other moons, kind of faint, but pretty cool to look at as we have temperatures that are still fairly comfortable. Just a little bit of a breeze, 8 miles per hour, 66 on the thermometer at Hector. Here's a look at Grand Forks. Quiet. It's the night in Grand Forks with calm wind. 58 your temperature. 7:59 the time of sunset tonight in Grand Forks. So you too noticing those sunset times now earlier than 8 p.m. It is in the mid-50s for Hallock and Langdon. Roseau at 63 degrees, closer to 70 in Lakes Country out there with a north breeze that really brought in some subtly drier and cooler air. And as we showed you on our time lapse of the sunsets, our northern cameras in Devils Lake and Grand Forks seeing bluer skies, less of that haze in the atmosphere. Those north winds helping to sweep that out, and I expect that to continue. Now we have some modeled forecast smoke stuff to talk about here briefly, but right now things quiet across our region. Hour by hour forecast as we head to bed tonight. We'll slip into the 40s in some of our northern locations by morning. So open those windows, enjoy a crisp and cool start to the day up north. Closer to 60 in our southern counties to get you out the door, and upper 50s. South wind returns tomorrow, 15 to 20 miles per hour, mainly out in the western counties. Temperatures rising back to near what we saw today, maybe a little warmer for some of our western communities where we could get into the upper 80s, but I think the hottest heat stays out there. Increasing clouds with a chance for some overnight sprinkles. Notice I pause this at 11 at night. I don't think we'll see anything at all throughout the duration of your Wednesday as far as precipitation goes. Fires out here in the mountains of the northern Rockies. This is a column of air above us and the smoke in it, and that's what this model is showing us. So in the atmosphere throughout the entire depth, we could have some smoke in it, but does that mean you'll smell some here at the surface? Not necessarily, but it sure will create for some red sunsets all the way through the remainder of our work week here. This is modeled through now till Thursday. Check out the surface smoke forecast though. Some of this smoke, which will be passing through the upper levels of the atmosphere, will mix down to the ground, and the best chance of that where we could actually see it, and it will bring a reduction in air quality, will be here by Thursday midday. So keep that in mind right now as we look at your forecast for tomorrow, I should say, near 90 in our southwestern counties, but closer to 80 degrees in northern and central Minnesota for a range of temperatures that is pretty, well, it's different, cooler up north. Smoke on Thursday, and it will be warm, 85 degrees. A cold front moves through, sweeping out that smoke, bringing a chance of some sprinkles on Friday. 68 degrees. Woo! That's going to be noticeable. 70 to 75 this weekend with a morning temperature on Sunday of 45 degrees, but at least we do not have to bring out the frost scrapers quite yet.
It's hard to even imagine we're talking about that when you're seeing 70s and 80s on our forecast.
Right, yeah, frost to 80s. It happens from time to time.
Only in North Dakota,
That's
Minnesota.
right.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Well, straight ahead, how Minnesota is